This is a model of beginning of the year RTI team meeting procedures.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is September 29th, 2020. We're meeting here today for our beginning of the year RTI meeting for one of our third grade students, Chase Morgan. I'd like to thank everybody for being here today and then allow everyone to introduce themselves. So I'm Tiffany King, I'm the principal.
Hello, I'm Kenesha Johnson. I'm Chase's teacher.
Hello, I'm Sarah Tubner. I'm the Reading Center teacher.
Hello, I'm Jamie Brown and I'm the Math Center teacher.
I'm Karen Boss Johnson and I'm the counselor.
All right, thank you, everyone. For our meeting today, Ms. Boss Johnson is going to serve as our timekeeper to make sure that we stick and adhere to our time. And then Ms. Brown will serve as our scribe and will enter the goal into Edugence prior to us leaving our meeting today. Keep in mind, we'll be reviewing data that includes our iStation, our iSIP reports, grades, common assessments, classroom assignments, and work samples. Typically, we would look at district assessment data or DRA data, but at this point in the year, we don't have those. And so until then, we'll use our iSIP data as our baseline for our RTI requirements. So is everybody ready to begin? All right, I'll turn it over to Ms. Boss Johnson.
Thank you. The time is now 10:30. We have about 15 minutes scheduled for this meeting. The meeting is scheduled to end at 10:45.
Okay, so we're meeting today to discuss the progress and performance for a third grade student, Chase Morgan. Chase performed below the 16th percentile on the iStation iSIP in the area of reading.
Yes, and in math, we don't have iSIP data at this time. He was idle and timed out.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Boss Johnson. Focus on his performance in reading and set that goal for him. Ms. Boss Johnson, is there anything that you can provide in terms of any challenges that Chase's family may be facing at this time?
Yes, I spoke with Chase's mom and she explained back in March that Chase's father had lost his job. They faced many challenges, this family. But the good news is that Mr. Morgan is recently back on his job and things are improving for the family. So that's a good thing.
That's great. Thank you, Ms. Boss Johnson. Please continue to communicate with his parents and provide support wherever they need. And then can you also reach out to his parents and find out if they were having any technology issues that we can understand why he didn't have math iSIP data. And if the issue is not technology, just anything to help us find out why he was idle all of that time during his math iSIP.
Sure, I'll be happy to.
And Ms. Johnson, will you please tell us a little bit more information about Chase?
Regarding attendance, Chase has been actively involved daily and participating in synchronous learning via Google Meet sessions. His parents are in communications with me and he submits his assignments on time. Related to performance, in class he's struggling with spelling. I observed that he is still struggling with phonemic awareness. On his assignments, he underlines words that he can't sound out so that I know that he's struggling with those. Overall, his ability to read fluently is impacting his performance, which leads to grades in the 50s for both assignments and common assessments.
And that matches with what I'm seeing in his iSIP report from iStation. He scored a 7 out of 15 in vocabulary, 3 out of 7 in comprehension, and 2 out of 5 in text fluency.
All right, so I would like for us to review the iStation summary report. From the review of that, I'd like to look specifically at some areas that we can look at to target. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. This is the iStation summary report. So Ms. Tubner, I know you were looking at the 7 out of 10. This really shows us what Chase is doing overall as according to iSIP. And then this shows us the different sub-tests that he's taking. So yes, in reading comprehension, he's a level 1. Vocabulary, he's actually a level 2, so that's his highest subset. And then in the area of spelling, he's a 219, and this is actually his lowest area in spelling, and he's a level 1. So I think we may consider looking there.
I agree. Yeah.
Yes, I agree, Dr. King. I brought some work samples to show how he's having difficulty in spelling. Okay, so this is one of his work samples. You can see that was misspelled several times throughout, along with some other words.
Okay. Yeah, when we think about the area of spelling, he is struggling in comprehension and fluency and vocabulary, but that phonemic awareness piece is really the foundation of what he needs in order to become a fluent reader and to have comprehension and to be able to understand vocabulary. So is everyone okay with us looking at the area of spelling and looking at where he needs to be in order to move forward?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson, if you will stop sharing, I will share the instructional level goals that's on iStation to determine where we think he may need to go and what his goal needs to be moving forward, okay? So this is the instructional level goals by tier from iStation, and it's in the toolkit for teachers. And so here we know that Chase scored a 219 in September in the area of spelling. So this is a specific spelling area. And here he was in red below that 222. So he's a 219. So we're looking at, are we going to do 9 weeks or 6 weeks for Mr. Chase?
9 weeks.
9 weeks. So in
Yes.
9 weeks, that date would be what? Does someone have that date for me?
From today's date, it looks like it's December 1st.
December 1st. Okay, so when he assesses again in December, he would need to be a 225 to be a level 2. So he would need to move from a 219 in the area of spelling to a 225 when he assesses in September. Is everyone in agreement with that? Is that a reasonable?
I think it sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Yes, it's reasonable.
Okay. All right, great. So we'll go ahead and establish the student goal in spelling. Ms. Brown, will you please enter this goal in Edugence? So what we've said is that for goal 1, he's going to move, the student's going to move from 219 to 225. We'll give a little bit of data room in there. So by December 15th, we'll have that and then ready to go in the area of spelling as indicated by ISIP. Good. So this is going to place the student at tier 2, and he's going to receive intervention in the area of spelling, specifically 4 days a week for 20 minutes each session. All right. And we need to make sure that we progress monitor every 2 weeks on that.
Perfect. Thank you, Ms. Tubner. Ms. Johnson, as Chase's teacher, I just want to clarify. So you will be providing his intervention in the area of spelling. And you can use the iStation lessons since those align, the teacher-directed lessons. And then every 2 weeks, you're going to on-demand assess him in the area of spelling and enter that data in Edugence. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Now that the reading goal is completed, how are we going to serve Chase in the area of math? Do we have any data to support that he has an area of need?
According to his beginning of the year assessment, math assessment that I provided for my class, Chase scored an 83. According to the data that I received from his previous teacher, he hasn't historically had an issue in math.
Okay.
I also have a work sample for math. Okay, so this is his math work sample.
Okay.
And overall, did he perform well on this, Ms. Johnson?
Overall, he did well.
Okay. All right, well, great. As long as he's continuing to make progress, we will not consider him for the area of math, but please just keep a close eye on him, Ms. Johnson, to let us know that if he comes up in the future or if we need to consider him in the future for math intervention, that we can do that. Ms. Tubner, please provide the RTI information letter to parents, notifying them of today's decision in our meeting.
Will do.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming, and I look forward to seeing the progress that Chase makes over the next 9 weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The following is a brief tutorial on how to enter RTI goals in Edugence. From the Edugence dashboard, navigate to the waffle and click on Interventions. Search for the student by student ID number or first and last name. Click on the green search button in the bottom right corner. Once you find the specific student, click on the subject area that the RTI goal will be created for. Once you're in the subject area, click on Start to add a goal. Click on the specific tier that the student is on. In the box next to Add Goal, type in the goal that the RTI committee has created for the student to reach by the next committee meeting and click Save. Click on Add Goal, Save, and OK. To enter the strategies for delivering the intervention, click on Add Review. Enter the start date for the intervention as well as the targeted date for the student to achieve the set goal. Click on the drop-down menu for goals to add the goal that was just created. Enter not applicable for PM/US score. In the box for interventions, target skills, and strategies, enter the initial strategies that will be used, as well as the frequency of the intervention for the specified area. In the box for additional comments, type beginning of the year RTI. In the section for outcome and/or results, check the box for other and type beginning of the year and click Save. Click OK to confirm that the RTI goal and initial review has been saved. Thank you for watching this training video on beginning of the year RTI procedures.